let's move on to our other big topic, because you guys are asking again, which is the servers. Obviously also a very, very, very hot topic right now in the community, and there's a good reason why as well. And yeah, I see people still asking for a bunch of other bugs. With update 1.8.1, we will have a bunch of bug fixes. I just wanted to mention a few as highlights, but obviously as soon as we have the patch notes, you will be able to read about all the fixes there. There's a lot of fixes.
Yeah, the bug section of this patch notes is quite a long one, but fun to read through.
It's always fun.
All right, for the server issues, we want to start by apologizing. We know when the servers get disrupted, it can be very, jarring while you're in game, and if you're in the middle of a firefight or you're gonna just get out with that bounty, it can be really frustrating. We know the server issues did escalate a bit during the event, and those for a few different factors. We also heard, just to quickly address at the start of the stream, that we were having some EU server problems. From what we can see on our side, we think they've been resolved for people who might have been playing Hunt as the stream was getting started, but we're still watching that. And with all our server issues, we do try to address them as quickly as possible. We're watching our Discord, we watch Twitter. One of my jobs as a US community manager is that I'm a different time zone as most of our people located in Germany or EU. And that is just so we can spread out more people over a greater period of time that we're watching for these reports. We're watching to see when these server issues happen, and we can address them as quickly as possible. Right now, our servers are pretty much our top priority, and we are working to get them more stable and resolved going forward. We've identified a few different cases that have caused these server drops. These cases have included ISP problems, that's your internet service provider. Compatibility with them and Hunt have not been great, but we're looking into that. We also had some malicious attacks that happened during the event. This is something else that we're looking into and we want to be more protected against in the future. We've also had our own system and backend issues for the Hunt servers themselves. So it's not always other people's problems with the ISPs and with malicious attacks. Part of it is our own system that we're looking at and we're working to improve.
Let's just look at the issues a bit separately and what we are doing with them. So as Ari mentioned, we had some ISP issues as well as malicious attacks. Basically, to resolve the ISP issues in particular, we are looking at other ways, considering alternative approaches to ensure that our packets are routed through faster networks in those cases where it's needed. So obviously it depends on the ISP and when the issue surfaces, but we want to ensure this, and this should help alleviating the issues. Sorry for that. And yeah, as for the malicious attacks, we already implemented better protection against them. So this should solve those issues on that end. So that's very good to see. Let's take a look at our own systems and our backend, where we also have found multiple issues. First of all, since we've seen that you guys and seen the server issues ever since they started, we made it like our highest priority straight away. Because of that, we already managed to implement some fixes. So it should be already much better than it used to be when it is in our system and backend. We also have a lot more fixes coming with a future update. It shouldn't be too far away from 1.8.1, but it will be a future update after that, and that will tackle like the majority of the remaining issues on our end. So that hopefully will fix most of your problems. And also, to make sure that our service is always in a good quality, we are also looking into other alternatives for the future to make sure it's always good. We really want to tell you guys what we are doing, so we will release a blog of this as well. That will still take some time because it will be probably around when the bigger fix arrive in the future update, but around that time we will have a detailed explanation to these for you as well.